All right, welcome to another episode of Kitchen Creations, where we feature Chef Alex Hamilton.
Hi.
Yeah, and we're absolutely so excited for the launch of beverages in our kegerator. We have not had kombucha on tap or anything for quite a while. Long story short, it is now ready, and Chef Alex was tasked with coming up with not only kombucha we could have on tap, but also some other herbal beverages with local and wild foraged ingredients. So we're super excited to share what you came up with. We're going to taste them and talk about them.
And this is a very exciting thing. So we had a multitude. We figured we'd have some fermented beverages, but then, as he was saying, some cold teas, refreshing teas, switchels, things like that, shrubs. Like we're going to go through a rotation and a variety of flavors.
Yeah.
So the first one that we have is an Ivan's cordyceps chai, and so Ivan's chai is a fireweed tea, and it's called Ivan's chai because the British used to call the Russians Ivan.
Yeah. And so what that is, you just go on right through. Yeah, it's all good. So what it is actually, the fireweed, and it's fermented, or essentially it's like oxidized. Yeah, and when you do that to the fireweed, which is, if you don't know the plant, just think of one of those kind of classic pictures of like Lake Louise or, BC with the beautiful pink flowers in the middle, entire fields. This is one of the first plants to come up after a forest fire. Incredible herb. And
so cool.
Yeah, how it is prepared is in this kind of...
in the way of tea.
Yeah.
Because black tea is made the exact same way, where they ferment the Camellia sinensis.
Camellia sinensis.
Sinensis. Plant the same way, where they bruise it, let it oxidize in a warm environment, and then dry it out after. And so we did that with
and as a result, like the fireweed develops all these just wonderful flavor notes that come out of it. So this is what I love about this one. It's unsweetened, right? So it's this local wild foraged. You and I had a hand in picking those fireweeds, and so we went through that whole oxidation fermentation process, and then it's brewed with cordyceps chai and
that we sell.
That we make in house. So okay, that one's an amazing one.
It's so fun. And a good note is that the first time I tried Ivan's chai was on one of your plant walks, like 4 or 5 years ago, or no, like 6 years ago now.
Right.
And I was just like, it was like notes of apricot and all this, and I was like, we can make this here. And so very excited.
Yeah, awesome.
So the next one is raspberry rose rooibos kombucha. And so this is raspberry, and then also wild foraged wild rose from the hills just below Silver Springs.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, and I love the alliteration on that, and it's a nice combination. The raspberry, the rose. I mean, that's such a classic, but then to add in that rooibos too, which really, really nice.
Yeah, and then we have blueberry holy basil.
Wow.
And so and there's actually with it, there's actually some hydrosol in the holy basil hydrosol in here as well.
Cool, and that's the absolute best holy basil. I've sourced it from friends that are growing it biodynamically out of Ontario. It's so strong, it's so delicious, so aromatic, and it's amazing in there. It pairs really well with the blueberries.
So good.
Okay.
And then this is a pine pollen switchel. So this is like, again, this is one of these things that since coming onto the Light Cellar, I've just been super stoked about every year is pine pollen.
Yeah.
And so this is in switchel form, and if you don't know what a switchel is, it's a honey and apple cider drink or apple cider vinegar drink. And so all of the foraged pine pollen that we had, we just took all the old catkins, and then we brewed a vinegar with it.
And then we combined pine syrup. So we got a couple elements of extraction here combined together. But you're right, it's that combination of the sweet and the sour brought together. Switchel shrub goes by different names, and of course we're entering into pine pollen season. So we figured, okay, this is the time to launch this drink. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. So each one of these, it's kind of limited edition. You know, if there are particular favorites, we may make them staples, but especially for the Wild Forage ones, it's based upon seasonality.
100%.
Yeah, so we're stoked for you to come give these a try. You can sample them. You can enjoy it by the cup. We've got the howlers and growlers here as well that you can fill up. Of course, bring your own as well, and look forward to this being kind of a more kind of permanent offering that's ever rotational, seasonally inspired, and masterfully crafted.
Oh, thank you. And thirst quenching.
And thirst quenching,
Especially on these hot days.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. So.
Cool. Well, let's show up those colors right there. Bring
Yeah.
that in a little closer, and then grab our.
And our tea too.
Oh yeah, our tea as well. Okay. All right. Enjoy the colors, the flavors, the deliciousness, the nourishment, the refreshment, and we'll see you soon. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.